You're just the type Sergeant Anteve is looking for.
Over here, Initiate.
Are you sure that's wise? There truly is a hex on this town. Those crows a wide berth.
Well, 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 well.
I'm sorry. Did you want to talk about history? Intriguing subject, isn't it? I've been in the castle library for days. Fascinating how accounts differ relating to this. About time. I've put off leaving Evermore for weeks waiting for this. Of course, they'd put me in the stocks if I came back without it. Whether it's Clan Agluk or Clan Morkel could change the course of history. Clan Morkel was once proud, but has grown weak. Many clan members have left for other clans. This would turn that around. Clan Agluk is relatively young and wants to gain respect. This would increase their stature. You, Clan Morkel, can add this to their long list of achievements. Their outlawry against the Covenant has...
We have entered the infinite panopticon. But where are the catalogers?
That hunger is native to Apocrypha. See how it shifts between the layers of reality? Attack while it's shifted, and its energy can power my ghost sight. Enter the focus point. I fly my ghost sight to attack with precision. Step into the focus to use my ghost sight. Use my ghost sight to strike true. Not bad, not bad. But without my ghost sight, you probably wouldn't have survived that.
Careful, Proxy. I sense corruption in the air.
Right. This malignancy allows the corrupted Guardians to phase between layers of reality. When we get close, use my ghost sight to find the source. You destroyed one sensor of corruption, but I sensed more above us.
What did you do, Proxy? The corruption has lessened, but it persists. Then face renew your vigor, Proxy. A malignant substance permeates the very air of this endless shaft.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Use my ghost sight. There's something nearby. Another sensor destroyed. Without my ghost sight, you'd never find them.
Well done. The corruption's hold weakens.
Don't underestimate us. Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
There we are again. What, Ian?
Help you get everything out of the dishwasher.
Dishwasher's already empty.
Wait. How are you playing and it's the same as the video? How are you the same character and there's the same character in the video?
Because it's my video.
Oh. You're making a video? I guess I've been the video is gonna follow this much.
I don't care if you find it boring, little man. I needed to reply to a text from Mama.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
I detect one more sensor to destroy. Use my ghost sight. That was the last sensor.
Whatever you did, it worked. The corruption dissipates. Whatever you just did, I sense the corruption fading away. Let us talk. Whatever you did, it worked. I believe so. The power of the ritual we use to live. I shall concentrate the residual power of... They carry the Fulcrum Obscura through this door, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora has set a guardian gaze to protect the way ahead. We must divert its attention to cross the chamber. Periite rune, reeking. Activating the rune got the Guardian's attention. There must be more of them.
The Guardian's vision is similar to my ghost sight. Nothing escapes its notice.
Look, another rune. Find and activate the remaining runes.
Clever. Activate all of the corrupted runes and we should be able to sneak past the eye.
The Guardian appears rattled by those Periite runes. The Guardian is distracted. Now, through the portal to the north.
Watch out, everyone. This adventurer isn't slowing down anytime soon.
See how the fulcrum vibrates? What we seek is here.
Another eye? It looks like all the others to me.
Have faith, diseased one. This eye contains the memory of the dream we seek.
Then let's get this over with. I can't hide us between the layers of reality much longer.
Ah, fate's mortals. I have no wish to harm you. Turn back and let us finish what we started.
They dare enter one of Hermaeus Mora's forbidden memories. We must follow them. Let me open a portal. There!
Proceed carefully. Between the energy here and Blightcrown's manipulation of reality, Laramil's portal could behave erratically. I knew it! We're not where Laramil intended, and now she's missing. Spellcasting should be left to the professionals. Look above us. The Eye of Mora, Laramil's portal, deposited us on the ceiling. Another portal? I knew it! Blightcrown's manipulation of the layers of reality caused Laramil's spell to splinter. Well, step on through, and hopefully we'll reach the layer we're looking for.
Is it over?
Keep moving through the portals. Each portal gets us one step closer to the Eye of Mora. Maybe Laramil's a better spellcaster than I thought.
Anyone else?
Traversing different layers of reality is disconcerting. Quick, into that portal! If this one doesn't get us there, I'm going to start making things explode. Finally! The Eye of Mora on the walkway above us.
This is so much better than reading.
I'm hoping my ghost sight can defeat this enemy. We made it. The Eye of Mora. With or without Lyrimil, you need to go in after Blightcrown and Torvasart. You're as transparent as I am. And look, there's Torvasart.
We're in a memory of Hermaeus Mora, mortal. Here, no harm may befall us. I suggest we use this opportunity to confer. When dealing with matters of fate, meetings such as this are inevitable. Know that I am Torvasard, and know that we need not be adversaries in these matters. I simply seek an ancient dream, barely remembered, lost knowledge, nothing more. Is that what Hermaeus Mora and his high elf lackey told you? Can you imagine any revelation that possesses such power? No. This is about keeping secrets, hoarding knowledge, stealing memories. Hermaeus Mora, the great miser of oblivion. All I have is fragments of a dream. Even Vermina could not help me recall it. But we remembered enough to get us this far. Hermaeus Mora stole this knowledge from us. I do not wish to harm you, mortal, to harm anyone, but I will learn the truth. The pompous mortal riddled with disease. The memory rejected him. We entered together, but I stand here, alone, except for you. But worry not for Periite's priest. Blightcrown has skills. It should be a simple matter for him to return to Nern.
Well, then just watching videos. It matters not to me.
I will continue my search. You, however, should turn back. Wandering the memories of a Daedric prince is dangerous for one such as I. For you, such a journey will most likely prove fatal. I would hate to see Fate's Chosen reach such an ignoble end.
And we're back again. Then a dog sneezes on you. Off you go. That way, upstairs. Bye-bye. Upstairs, Liam. Liam, upstairs. Go.
Heed my words, mortal.
If I learned anything as a Telvanni Magister, it's this. When a Dremora tells you to go right, you go left. Let's see what this memory contains. Dream Carvers. Prince Vermina's pet Dremora clan. Those are Vermina markings on the walls.
You were amazing! Watch me go!
Step into the focus to use my ghost sight. Apply my ghost sight to attack with precision.
I won't let you do this, Fate Forger!
It is already done. You will forget this ever happened. Everyone will. It is the only way to preserve reality.
Damn you, Mora! Damn! No!
A spell to make all of reality forget. I can barely imagine. Come on. We need to find Torvisard.
Is it over?
And now you know of Hermaeus Mora's grand betrayal. Once I restore Vermina's stature, the process of restoring the memory will begin. I suggest you defend yourself, mortal.
For the Prince of Dreams and Nightmares!
Destroy the heretic!
The focus point. My ghost sight can defeat this enemy.
The Prince of Fate comes, but too late. What was shattered has been restored.
Who dares enter this forbidden memory? No! What have you done? Flee while you can, transgressor. Your reckless actions threaten all of reality. This memory is changed. Chosen, speak with me. I erased all evidence of this moment, and of the events that led to the loathsome action I was forced to perform. But I could not strip it from my own memory. And now that misstep has borne bitter fruit. What did the Dremora tell you, Chosen? Torvisard spoke true. Forbidden knowledge and secrets are my prime concern. Much of what I hoard serves to protect all the realms of existence. This particular secret, however, must stay forgotten. Even this slight recollection threatens reality. Torvisard found a way to slip past the eyes that see all and entered a memory he should have had no ability to access. And yet, here we are. He restored that which I destroyed. And now this recollection is no longer forgotten. The threads fray, but have not yet snapped. Torvasard and my enemies recall a fraction of the memory, but the most devastating secret remains locked away. Return to your allies. The situation can still be salvaged if you and Laramil work together. Use this portal and return to Laramil's study. We will talk again soon.
There you are. I was afraid you might have been lost in the void after my portal fractured. When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy. Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience? With that level of power, Torvasard is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us? Then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha and Nern, I shall assist you as best I can. I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well. And the one who knows wants to reward your efforts. Take this. Then, we shall see. What you described. How could Torvasard change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation. Bafflement. I do not care for it. Torvasard has allies as well. Master Shell Rennie, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasard has started the restoration process. Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the right Master Shelreni seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shelreni is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shelreni possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I complete my investigations. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shelreni has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shelreni is our best option. Perhaps that is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasad demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Periite, another obstacle. A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Periite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to. Blightcrown and Shelreni concocted the dream affliction with the help of Vermina and Periite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected... And we know they plan to improve it. If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelreni and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter. This portal will return you to Necrom, Proxy.
Master Shelreni murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
The mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news. Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelreni's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house. It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend. Don't you see? When they convene the Masters' conclave, Shelreni must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when. At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Curate or not, he'll never get into the conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help. Underestimate Shelreni at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shelreni's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold. Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work. Return to Telrendis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
This could prove more difficult than I expected. Now, where did I bury those components? Curses and corporeal existence! I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. Of course not! I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't use my ghost sight. It will reveal the hiding places. Remember, Telrendis is my place of power, despite Shalreni's attempts to make it her own. Here, I can easily use my magic through you, as long as you're willing. I placed sigils at the spots, but on a different layer of reality. Use my ghost sight, and you should be able to see them. The caches are buried beneath those locations. When you get close to a spot I recognize, I'll tell you to activate my sight. This looks familiar. Activate my ghost sight. There, see my sigil? I always liked this layer of reality. Dig here. This must be the place. Take a look. We can work with this. Head toward my tower, and let's find a workbench to assemble the spell.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
I remember this old workbench. We can prepare the Cloak of Omission here. Good work. Now place the shawl. Almost done. Now sprinkle the tincture. Excellent. Now take the Cloak of Omission. Go ahead and try it on. The cloak will mask your presence and hide your connection to the Prince of Fate. You look amazing. Barely a hint of a Daedric connection. I should explain the particulars, though. Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashing. Dashing, I say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirat Gadain. Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it can only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last... now that you mention it, yes. Gadain can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine. Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Kirat Gadain. What could Shelreni be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically elevate her to the rank of Magister? Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it... And tell them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, Do you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or infiltrating a meeting of the Master's Conclave?
You there! You look like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Tel Hulen, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shalreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Shalreni continues along this dark path. You probably shouldn't, but that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Shalreni for her skill and power. Master Shalreni made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use them. I'm not sure. Master Shalreni stopped.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later. Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Godane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the Assembly antechamber, as the attending Magister declared the Conclave for Masters only.
There's Curate Godane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Of course, but...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Godane this instant.
The Curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book, Ancestors of a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later. How strange. As no one but Masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the Conclave concluded its business. How rude! The Old Isra Committee of Social Decorum will hear about this insult. Of that, you can be sure.
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately. We can speak freely. You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Shalreni is here, and being held under guard until the Conclave begins. And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the Telvanni Masters and placed a ward on the door. There's no way to get into the Assembly Hall. Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please share them. Otherwise, I fear the Masters are on their own in there.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them. See them? One on either side of a door. I'll lend you my power to disable them.
Marina seemed exhausted.
Is she well?
The healers recommended she stay in bed, but she insisted we attend the conclave.
Magister Guthrin is good,
so rarely, you know.
but I'm better.
Understandable.
Let's enter the assembly
Our
hall.
masters despise public appearances. They hate the thought of others gathering without them.
Too bad we're not allowed inside. I was hoping to see what punishment they devised.
This is a closed session. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Guthrin, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward. You stand on shaky ground, mouth for the mouthless. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt this closed session of the Master's Conclave? And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. The Masters will hear the charges, question the subject, and render swift judgment. Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother, so that she can plead for mercy. Perhaps I'll be lenient. Perhaps. Enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the...
Over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases the time I must spend in the company of my so-called peers will not be... Murder, you say? That is serious.
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has to say will change my mind about Shelreni. Now then, His Majesty? Meln may have confused Magister Guthrin, but there's no provision for a dead Telvanni participating in a conclave. It's just not done. Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the east door for making
There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shelreni's gone, but what's that tipped-over bottle over there? That's pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say.
You won't get away with this.
I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the conclave.
Something's going on.
It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
I think the conclave is starting.
Master Shelreni, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you plead?
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice and depart.
Help me, Magister.
Shelrenny, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there.
You again? If these fools can't stop me, what hope do you have?
Come on, get up! I'm not ready to die a second time!
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelrenny killed you.
We should talk, Mouth of Meln. The Mouth of the Mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right. That I should have taken Shelrenny's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and move on to what needs to happen next. Yes, quite a display. She used the Conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmagister for rulership of the house. Luckily, I was on hand to save the local masters. Shelrenny may be a powerful master, but I am a Magister of the Telvanni Council. It was a simple matter to deflect her attack while the Conclave dispersed. Really now, who do you think Meln consulted when he first invented his Cloak of Omission? I see the mark of Mora upon you. House Telvanni wants no part in the machinations of Daedric princes. Master Morena revealed her inadequacies when she allowed herself to be captured. The other masters survived. In both cases, House Telvanni won. If you plan to chase Shelrenny... In all honesty, no. In case you haven't noticed, we of House Telvanni are a superior lot. Sentiment and mercy rarely factor into our actions. Now, step lively. That portal will close as soon as my attention wavers. Ooh, and I feel a yawn coming on.
This ancient ruin. Those markings. This place is dedicated to Vermina.
This place. I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both. This chamber appears promising. We should look around. Get closer to me, friend. Stand close and let me shield you. Anything relevant in those papers? Was there anything in those papers about Master Shelrenny? She writes about... So they sent the Malachite mined from the... This must be...
We must find Shelrenny and stop her from completing this rite.
There's Shelrenny and Master Morena. We need to free her.
My black book! Looks like Shelreni got past my safeguards.
Ingenious, Tovasar. Using the restored memory to open a path to Apocrypha. All we need now is for Shelreni to finish the rite and perform the sacrifice.
An aspect of Vermina? That's not good.
Away, agents of fate! This vessel will help me restore what was taken from us all! No! Now, my disciple. Complete the sacrifice so I may inhabit the vessel.
My ghost sight. Use my ghost sight to strike true.
Now, friend, free Morena from the binding.
That one was
Matrix magic is unstable! Save yourselves! No! Not when we're so close!
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
Taking the Black Book won't stop us, and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelreni. Prince Vermina accepts your sacrifice and deems you a worthy vessel.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon Mor's injustice will be undone.
With this vessel, I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my faithful!
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necron Bindery and find Laramil.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necron.
Neither Scroot nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling. Good, you are here. Both Scroot and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scroot and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows. Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shelreni is dead, and Vermina did what? Start from the beginning. So that was Shelreni's plan. Use whatever power the princess provided to eliminate her rivals and move up in rank. I am glad she failed. But what happened after that? And Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Periite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelreni's corpse? What happened next, Proxy? They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasard and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps, take this. You earned it. Both Scroot and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha, giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle. Blightcrown and Torvasard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass? Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni fits both categories. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scrooge experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection.
Laramil's idea is a good one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her. No Telvanni master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelreni's spirit. Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take Gadain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes. Summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil.
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find Vermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great. That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate... Indeed. The recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent.
Look at us, off on an adventure. What's inside? Come on, I'm so curious. that felt good.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
What did you find? Let me see.
Leromil's gift protects us both. Leromil's amulet can protect us both. Get closer to me, friend.
I hope I helped.
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a Magister to remove a Master's ward. Let's go inside. Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Blight Crown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins.
Now why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think her... You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider. Or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes. I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blight Crown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister. I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite Panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there. It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite.
In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together. Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in. Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Pereide want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more. Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it. I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what? Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly?
I can't absolve you of your transgressions, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Enjoying the music, little one? When I look upon this
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Apocrypha is not as bad as you say. Ah, Proxy. Tell me what happened at Tel Barrow. Scrooge returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The Infinite Panopticon. First, they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shelreni's body. That will be her undoing. Shelreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think. Idane, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Vomitus.
As I feared, the entrance to the Infinite Panopticon has moved.
As is its nature, which means we have failed and reality is doomed.
I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Laramil, be careful.
There is no time. The Panopticon must exist. Here, I command it.
Laramil, you did it! The Panopticon is open!
Oh no. Vermina. Her presence is destroying the Panopticon.
Laramil, look at yourself. You're in no shape to continue.
Nonsense.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite
you
your
must
foe.
deal with Vermina. Gidane will help me return to...
We're the best!
You can't face Vermina alone. I don't believe I'm saying this, but... all ripples of agony from mortal.
This is more than just a present of a rival Daedric prince. Something else is happening here.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Wasn't that amazing? If we survive, the Great Eye will probably make me clean it up. Mortal, let me aid you. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Bet they weren't expecting that.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Here's the Ember Special.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. A hole in the debris. They must have gone that way.
Remember, Vermina's not alone. Blightcrown and Torvasad are with her.
Don't underestimate that!
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Cultists are spreading Blightcrown's corruption. Mortal.
Hidden kindred. Looks like Vermina brought an army.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Mortal, let me aid you. That portal. Vermina passed through. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. This place feels ancient. Like no one's been here in an eternity.
The of right and concoction work splendidly. We are hidden, and Mora suffers. Tovasard, take
I
the
see the
drink
Eye of Mora
into the
above
Eye
us.
of Mora.
That's where we need to go, mortal.
You want to die?
Blight Crown! Did he say something about an Eye of Mora?
Ignore Blight Crown. We need to reach Vermina and destroy Shelreni's body.
Yay us!
Between Vermina's presence and the corruption, my fellow Daedra have turned violent. Well, more violent than usual. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Feel the power of fate!
We're done.
Through there, mortal. Hurry! Those cultists are in our way. Dispatch them, mortal. Mortal, let me aid you. I am a vessel of the Great Eye.
You were
Call on me.
amazing.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. That was a satisfying
Don't give
snack.
in.
Mortal, we need to talk. Blight Crown's a threat, but Vermina's a prince. We should follow Vermina and Torvasard into the Eye of Mora. I have no clue which memory of Hermaeus Mora this particular eye contains, but we should go in and do what we came here to do. Find Vermina and destroy Master Shelreni's body. You're right, I don't hear the Great Eye. I think that has something to do with Vermina's presence, Blight Crown's corruption, and the rite they completed to enter the realm. Now, mortal, step into the Eye of Mora. What happened to this memory? It looks more like a dream. Or a nightmare.
Another Daedric Prince memory? You take me to the nicest places.
Memory is mine now, mortal. I have wrapped it in a dream of my own creation.
I sense a flaw. Use my ghost sight to reveal it.
I have done the unthinkable. Now, I must make sure it cannot be undone. my memory and hide it in 3 glyphics.
The Dark Lady is allied with Harriet.
The way it began, secured inside the glyphic of hidden paths.
Listen carefully, mortal. Vermina's power is limited here. This isn't her realm. It's only due to the necromancy they used on Shelreni's body that Vermina hasn't been in here very long. She didn't have time to craft a perfect dreamscape to hide within. Look for We're inside one of the Great Eyes. Good idea. If you...
Once again, Melon to the rescue. When you get close to a flaw, use my ghost sight to spot it.
I doubt you'll find a flow here worthy of the mark.
Don't underestimate that. Bet they weren't expecting that.
The arguments that followed, locked within the glyphic of lost memories.
I'm gonna show off a little.
And with regret, the memory of what I had to do, sealed inside the glyphic of shattered reflections. Who dares invade my private memories?
We got what we came here for, Torvasad. This way!
How dare Vermina enter my realm? Fight
I'm
her.
not a hero, just a minor watchling function.
Go and enter the mythos.
This is the mythos deep beneath the Icor Sea. Another memory, or more of the same? I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me!
Anyone else?
Mortal, let me aid you.
Hey, stay with me.
That was a satisfying smack. This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvasard altered a memory and changed the past? The damage they can cause here is enormous. Wasn't that amazing?
We did it!
Here, Mortal. Let it pop. We need to hurry, Mortal.
Break free!
How much longer, Torvasad?
Here, Mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Feel the power of fate!
Face mortal. Again. Destroy that life.
I've been waiting to try this spell out.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Something messing with your head.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Get a load of this.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Mortal, let me aid you. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
So close.
Damn you, Mora! We must slip away while we can, Torvasard.
The Dreamweaver flees. But what of the Glyphic Vault? Hermina will pay for the damage she has wrought on my realm. Approach, Chosen, and hear my words. I shook off the worst effects of Hermina's corrupting presence, but not soon enough. The intruders have fled. But the vault of the Glyphic! You must determine if the secret remains secure. Not just any Glyphic. One of 3 primordial Glyphics that in total contain the entirety of the memory I made everyone forget. A memory that, if restored, will destroy reality. Enter the vault. Check on the Glyphic! That which I cannot see. The corruption coursing through Apocrypha continues to weaken me. I must do everything I can to maintain a connection to my realm. Enter and examine the Glyphic. It cannot be avoided. Fate's Chosen must make sure the Glyphic is secure, and the memory... Examine the Glyphic of Hidden Paths. It will reveal its portion of the secret to you. examine the glyphic and see how this all began, Chosen.
Why have you called us all together, Prince of Fate?
We must deal with this problem, Dreamweaver. I have seen what happens if we do nothing. Already the threads of fate unravel. They have no regard for the chaos they can cause.
Ah, that's it! What I needed to spark my memory. I will restore the rest. Lord of Secrets, I will restore it all!
Torvasard, only one of the unseen could evade my sight here. Chosen, we must speak. My power remains diminished due to the toxins Periite's followers polluted Apocrypha with. But you helped me break free of the worst of the miasma. You saw the contents of... Not yet. One thread in the tapestry snapped, but two more remain. If you can keep my enemies from unsealing the final two glyphics, they're just something from very long ago. Something I did not expect to encounter ever again. It is not do as you have done. Follow your heart. Return to Laramil. Consult with her. Defeat those who oppose us. You will know the best course of action when fate requires it. Now, I must leave this memory, mortal. Take the portal, and return to your allies in Cypher's Midden.
If that wagon forgot to bring provisions, I swear I'm going to start eating books.
I have recovered, Proxy. Now tell me, what occurred after we parted ways in the infinite panopticon? Part of the memory has been remembered, but reality has not unraveled, so we must still have time to make this right. Vermina and her allies continue to assault Apocrypha, but freeing Hermaeus Mora was a victory. Well done. This is for you, Proxy. Secret and forbidden knowledge. Something so terrible that Hermaeus Mora wiped the very memory of it from all existence. But now Torvasard has plucked a thin sliver from the darkness, urging us to remember. Though it pains me, we cannot allow that. You did. I am unsure how I feel about that. I want to ask you 1,000 questions, but the corruption plaguing Apocrypha grows worse with every passing moment, and Vermina still roams free. I am torn as what to do. An opportunity, perhaps. It shall take Vermina time to locate the remaining glyphics. That gives us a chance to end the corruption. What started in the Panopticon has spread beyond into other parts of Apocrypha. Gadain and I have seen its effects here among the stacks. While you investigate the corruption in Cypher's Midden, I shall try to... We know it is a vile combination of dream and disease, developed by Blightcrown from concepts provided by Vermina and Periite. Master Shelrenny helped to perfect it, and her... As we have seen, it drives the inhabitants of Apocrypha mad, and turns even allied Daedra violent. Scroot could sense the agony of the realm back on Nairn. Here, I fear she may eventually succumb as the other natives have. Even I am not immune. No, Despite your status as Fate's proxy, you seem resistant. Now, explore Cypher's Midden, and try to track down Blightcrown.
I'll go with you. It's not like I have anywhere else to be.
I wonder if I made the right